So good morning, it's Tuesday the 26th of February, so almost March, and that signifies officially the start of spring, 1st of March. But of course, if you've been tuning in regularly to my updates here on Instagram or on Facebook, on Twitter even, or on my written blog on snowheads.com, then you'll be seeing that last week or two has been pretty much spring-like the whole time. Very, very warm and sunny. And to be honest with you, the sight of a couple of clouds in the sky like that is a rarity at the moment, because it's been very much sun and nothing but sun. Temperature's been really warming up in the last week, and it's certainly springtime conditions in terms of temperature. The snow's been transforming, and actually we've had some snow falling off the mountain, such as the exit of the Tour de Chave yesterday. About lunchtime, the whole thing fell off. So it's just a reminder that the stability, certainly from about lunchtime onwards, is certainly rather unsteady, shall we say, the snowpack, and that is due to the effects of the sun on the south-facing slopes. And again, as you see over there, the south-facing slopes really are starting to get very, very bare, and that's not a slope you ski on anyway, but it just gives you an indication of the strength of the sun. As a pan around more towards the east, and then further around still towards the north-facing slopes, you can see the snow is holding up pretty nicely. And as I pan down here to where I'm standing, you'll see that if I give it a good kick, the snow is pretty firm. At least indentations there, but it's not crunchy as such. It's firm underfoot, which is always a good sign. So you're listening to Steve Angus, and tuning into Steve Angus here in Val d'Isère, high up in the French Alps. Of course, Val d'Isère and Tignes make up the Espace-Killy ski area, and the ski area is one of the largest in the world. It's not the biggest in the world, but I think what makes Val d'Isère and Tignes, the Espace-Killy, so particularly good, amongst other things, is the availability of getting to really good terrain and off-piste very, very easily. And there are a lot of really great ski resorts out there, but I'd say, although I call it my home, Val d'Isère is certainly up there with the best of them out there. As always, if people got any questions, then don't hesitate to get in contact, whether it's about Val d'Isère, Tignes, or about ski and snowboard lessons in general, or maybe a question about technique, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. So about 8:45 here in the French Alps, and you see Ski Esprit, one of the tour operators, family specialists, bringing their kids up for their ski lessons. And further around here, you've got the animation team are going to be setting up a sort of a fireworks display and hot chocolate, as there is a sort of free entertainments laid on a Tuesday night in the form of this week of fireworks, and as I said, hot chocolate and mulled wine being given out. So all action stations, even at this time in the morning, at 8:45. In the next 10 minutes or so, things will certainly get busier and busier as all the ski schools start meeting and everybody comes out and all the lifts start opening. They're just doing a few test runs of the Solèze gondola here, and as I pan around here, an ESF French ski school instructor is just setting up the pen for the little ones for when they come out for their lesson in the next sort of 15-20 minutes or so. The outlook in terms of weather, that's the sort of big bit of news. I am pleased to say that it does look as if finally this very, very dominant high pressure system might be starting to break up, and here we are on Tuesday. I'm hoping that maybe by about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we might have some clouds starting to appear, and with a lot of luck, we might actually get a little bit of snow at the weekends. But the amount of snow is open to debate, and of course, to be perfectly honest with you, for those of you that are sort of off-piste hounds, you might be thinking, oh, the more the better, but certainly a little bit of a top-up for 24 hours just to stabilise and bond with the underlying snowpack is probably a good thing, rather than a huge sort of metre dump of snow overnight. I'm not suggesting that we are going to get a metre of snow, by the way, but a sort of a 10, 15, 20 centimetres probably the best in terms of stabilising the snow, that is for sure. So the resort is obviously in full steam ahead for school holidays. We've got the Parisians on holiday at the moment, so the slopes are pretty busy. It's last week and this week are the busiest weeks of the season, and then next week will be pretty busy again, and then the week after that will start to get a little bit quieter, and of course by then we are well and truly into March, and of course that means that we've got about 2 months left of the ski season. People are always surprised when you hear that the ski season here, certainly in this Espace-Killy, runs from Runs from late November through to early May, so very, very long season here. And then we have got a couple of glaciers available to us here in the Espaskili, which are always good to ski on a little bit in the summer months. So never fear, you'll always get the opportunity to ski and snowboard all the way through from late November through to early May every year, even if the press will make out that there's no snow around. That might be the case on lower slopes, such as where I'm standing here at an altitude of 1,850 metres. The piste is just coming past there, just doing some setup of the piste, going past on their skidoo machine over there. But yeah, down here at lower altitudes, the snow is a little bit hit and miss early and late season. But one of the good things about Val d'Arentin is that some of the terrain goes up to well over 3,500 metres almost. So nobody asked any questions, but if you do think of anything, then do ask away. As I said, I do updates here on Instagram Live every few days. I'm also on Periscope doing a live update on an app called Periscope about once a week or so. And I'm also, as I said, doing a written blog on snowheads.com. And I'm also posting stuff now onto YouTube as well. And my handle for all the social media interactions is @SteveAngusSnow. And very, very kind of people to keep sharing away. So the avalanche risk due to this melting freezing cycle we've had on is 1 in the mornings, and it's going to be rising up to 3 in the afternoons, and that is said due to the effect of the melting and freezing of the snow. So if you are going to be heading off piste at this time of year, or not this time of year but at the moment, then just think that really you need to be thinking about the instability of snow, certainly from lunchtime onwards, and in particular on south facing slopes in particular. But as we move further into the springtime, then west facing slopes and east facing slopes for that matter will start to get a little bit dodgy as well. But in the mornings the risk is down to 1, and you're really looking for what we call chalky snow. And chalky snow, the best way to describe it is snow that feels a bit like piste snow in terms of grip, but it's actually the snow granules that are being broken down. And as the snow granules get all broken down, it leads to sort of this really grippy surface, and it tends to happen in very high traffic areas. You get to the chalk snow forming. So Edward Hamlin, thank you very much for thanking me for the updates. Always my pleasure to keep people informed about Val d'Arentin. Talking about ski and snowboard lessons, if people would like to get in contact and you are coming out here and you'd like whether it's some off-piste guiding or some ski and snowboard lessons, then please do get in contact and I'll do my best to fit you into my schedule. If you are just coming out here and you've got any other general questions, then please don't hesitate to get in contact. In other local news, apart from the school holidays, the ice driving circuit has been a bit of a victim of this warm weather, and unfortunately they're having to close the ice driving circuit temporarily, and the same thing applies to the outdoor ice rink. It's just too warm, and the temperatures certainly the last couple of nights have barely got down low enough for long enough to freeze the surfaces to allow them to be used. In other news, we have got in about, let me say, 2 weeks' time, we've got the Classical Val event. It's a classical music event coming up, and then as we move into March in the springtime, we've got lots of classic events such as the world's unofficial monoski world championships. We've got the rat race events where you sort of race around the resort. Also got things like the film festival coming up in April. So lots and lots of things to look forward to here in Val d'Isère and in the Alps in the springtime. So thanks very much for tuning in, folks. I'll be back very shortly in the next few days. Please do keep taking account of my my Instagram Live where I post little videos and pictures. And enjoy yourself wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And please take care and enjoy the wonderful mountains. Or if you are somewhere else, then I hope everything is going well for you. And thanks for those people that have been sharing all these broadcasts on social media, as well as those taps away on the screen in that bottom right hand corner. So from a sunny and warm Val d'Isère, we're expected daytime temperature high today of about 6 or 7 degrees. I wish everybody a very good day and take care. Until next time, bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in, and please keep sharing across social media. If you've got any questions about lessons or any queries at all, then please do get in contact with me about ski and snowboard lessons as well. I'm on across social media @SteveAngusSnow is my handle. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.